entrepreneurs and business owners on the verge of a breakthrough, but unsure what's holding them back. It's not more work you need. It's not more work that you need. It's bigger thoughts. The time, the vision, the effort, you're already giving it. But what if the next level doesn't come from doing more, but doing less with bigger thinking? Thinking bigger. That's it. You felt it for weeks, like something's trying to break through, a shift of a surge, a new level, a new level of income, a new level of leads, a new level of conversions. You don't know when it's coming though, or where it'll come from. And that's the issue. That's what's bothering you. Along with that, something tells you more hustle, more grind, more hours, more effort, more of this bullshit you've been doing isn't the answer. And you're right. Because here's the thing no one tells you. You can take two business owners, give them the same 10 hours, the same audience, and even the same team, and one will create a breakthrough, one will create a multiplicity of results, a up curve, while the other just stays stuck trying to use what they've been using. It's like they repeat the cycle, and that cycle is hard to watch. The difference isn't in their effort, it's in their thinking. Not bigger actions, but bigger vision. The kind that makes every move multiply. And that's the kind of thinking that your market rewards. And it's closer than you think. You've already put in the time. You hear them coops cranking up. You see what I'm saying? You've already put in the time. You're already putting in the work. And from the outside, it looks like you're doing everything right. But what no one told you is this. The size of your outcome isn't tied to how hard you work. It's tied to how big you think before you act. Two entrepreneurs can invest the same 10 hours, but one thinks small, one acts safe and gets linear results. The other thinks bigger, aims higher, and makes every hour compound. Not because they hustle harder, but because their vision creates leverage. That's how exponential outcomes are created. Not from more effort, not from more grind, not from more hours, but from thinking big enough that your actions actually build something scalable. If your vision doesn't scare you just a bit, it's probably not big enough to shift your life. Because outcomes don't scale from safety. They scale from intention. And the ones who do big things, they were scared a little bit to do it, but that faith on the back end, that faith and the vision on the back end made stuff shake. It made it shake. So when it happened, they weren't really surprised, but they were like, whew. And that's why they be wired like this. That's why we're wired like this. But they scale from clarity, from being bold enough to ask, What if this actually worked? Then moving like it will. That's why when that happened and but it's not even like we move like that. That's just the energy that's working for us, and we know that it's working for us because we saw how little effort we put in on the back end, how much little effort we put in on the back end, which is really the front end. So our job is to stay still. So here's the real invitation. Start thinking big enough that your actions demand structure. Build a vision that's too large to wing it and that's too aligned to ignore. And if the idea of stepping into that vision kind of scares you, if the idea of stepping into that kind of vision scares you a bit, good. That means you're on the right track. Now go build it. If you need assistance, you can reach out to me at contact@edhjr.com. Look, they got one right there. Wow. And we'll get to it. If it's at a reasonable time of day, I'll reach back out because we're international. We're intergalactic businessmen and women. So the time is always the right time. You just gotta get in line.